Gabe Johnson propped up as his dead body. What would you do with Gabe Johnson's body?
Probably have him being disappointed in someone else.
Just one arm on the table.
Yeah, a little point, like, I can't believe you. I can't believe you would do such a thing.
Fair.
So, my kidneys feel a lot better in this position. Maybe it's just that I'm not doing any calisthenics. If I did some sit-ups in the morning or bent over like this, I'd probably feel 100% better. Moon River. Whew. Thank you, Doc. You ever serve time?
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast, coming at you from the Slice on Oak Studios. I, of course, am Mayor Dave Badeaux of the city of Brainerd, and with me, as always, is my brother.
A cat farted on me again.
Gabriel Johnson is with me as well. How are you, Councilman?
Dave, it's hockey season.
It is hockey season. Talk about it.
First weekend of the season, 3 games.
Oh, yes.
A little squirt B1 action.
Okay.
Played 3 games this weekend, 3-0. Starting off the season hot by a combined score of 40-1.
That's good.
These boys can play some hockey.
Pretty impressive, especially because your son is the goalie.
He did let one in.
He let one in.
I apologize for him.
Okay. Profusely, hopefully. All right. It is that wonderful week of the month. Don't tell Scotty. He does the news.
A man who was hospitalized by debilitating Crohn's disease.
Oh, no.
What?
It's poop again.
Poop again!
Found relief after putting his mom's poop in his rectum in a do-it-yourself treatment.
Why do we have you do this?
But he was surprised to experience her menopause symptoms as well.
Dysentery. So he got menopause.
But hold on now. By menopause, does he mean he had hot flashes? Like, oh, I got a fever from sticking.
I think he had dysentery.
Let's see. When I was actually doing the procedure, he said I'd feel tingling inside of me. It felt healthy. It felt like it was working.
That's gay.
Then he experienced some unexpected side effects from the FMTs, as they're called. Sweating, hot flashes, and mood swings, similar to what his menopausal mom was experiencing.
So the poop he stuck up his own butt made him cranky.
The donated poop does transmit high levels of hormones.
Oh.
So it's possible that he was experiencing the same symptoms as his mom because he was absorbing hormones from her poop.
So we're just out there pooping out hormones?
Yeah.
Proportionate to our own potential.
What's the difference between a hormone and an enzyme? You can't hear an enzyme.
I was trying to.
Come on.
I was trying really hard to figure out where you were going with that, and I had nothing. I was like, I know we're going somewhere here.
So what does FMT stand for?
Oh, let's see. Where did it go?
Fucking fecal matter. FMT. No.
Yeah, fecal something transmit. I don't know. Hold on.
Transplant, yeah. Fecal matter transplant.
Okay. Just so you're aware. I said FFM. The question was,
What does FMT?
FMT. Not only did I add a letter, I forgot a letter.
It doesn't tell me.
It's got to be
Fecal
microsis.
fecal mouth. Fecal mouth.
Fecal mom's transplant.
Yes, fecal mother treatment. Oh. That's it. That's for sure it.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
So anyways, the guy ate his mom's poop and
Well, he didn't
I don't know
eat
if
it.
he ate it.
I thought you said he went rectally.
Probably.
That's what I envisioned.
Well, because, I mean, what was it, a couple years ago, they were working on pills.
It wasn't even a couple of years ago. I think it was very recently.
Yeah, well, this guy must have found out about that and thought, this'll do the trick.
So the question that is on everyone's mind: how'd you get your mom's poop? It ain't like
I think it was called donor poop. I think his mom willingly.
yeah
the bag.
yeah. There ain't just I know my mom poops, okay, but access to my mom's poop is not just readily available. It's not just a thing.
Yeah, a doctor suggested that she donate her healthy stools to her son. After her stool was tested for any infections or diseases,
Fire your doctor.
Dr. Nick.
Her stool was tested for any infections or diseases, and they began doing the transplants on Christmas Day 2008.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
yeah, absolutely.
They did them.
What'd you get me, Mom?
I once got a bag of shit for Christmas.
Yes,
Did you really?
Yeah, who got me that?
I did. I did get you that one time. The best part of hold on. So I don't even remember why.
Because I guessed what you were going to get
you
me.
were-
You were going to get me something for Christmas.
Yes.
And it was probably a video game that I probably caught you playing.
Probably. And then you wouldn't shut up about it. And I was like, well, I guess I didn't get you that. I got you a bag of shit, I said. And then I thought, well, that's kind of funny. So I went outside and I got
And he shot in the bag.
No, I went outside and I got a frozen dog turd. And I put it in a bag and then I wrapped it very neatly in a little box. And then Scott opened it and we laughed. However, the temperature of the dog poop had decreased.
Increased.
Increased. And then it had become just watery mush in a bag. And then Scott proceeded to try and open said Ziploc baggie of watery poop. So
Well, okay. Well, if this is what you wanted, this is what you're going to get.
So yeah, so I lost Christmas. Yeah. I can't remember what it was that I got you, and you guessed it. You knew exactly what I got you, and I was like, no, I didn't get you that. And I was doing the weird thing. I was like, that's not what I didn't get you that. But you then would not shut up about it. You just kept going on and on and on. And I was
Scott?
like, yeah, never. Incessively. I said, well, I got you a bag of shit.
I don't think that's a word.
It's not.
Incessively?
Incessantly.
Incessantly.
Excessively.
Excessively?
Excessive and incessant. You just combined those
Yeah.
two words.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. So for those of you that are listening, I'm dyslexic, so they're just making fun of my disability.
Ugh, you're the worst kind of autistic.
Bet your ass.
You can't even count.
Shame. Anyway, so Dr.
Dr. Nick,
says
on Christmas, you should give your son a bag of shit.
you, son, in receiving this gift, should shove it up your own ass. So
It's science.
I'm gonna move on to the next doctor.
It's science.
Can I get a second opinion?
No, you're going to have to shove that shit right up your ass.
All right, next.
Okay. A Tennessee man was arrested after he allegedly drove children while under the influence at a Christmas tractor parade on Saturday. The incident unfolded in the small northern Tennessee town of Tazewell.
Oh yeah.
It's been named by the police.
Yeah.
It wasn't named by the victims.
Henry Mead was driving Santa's train, a motorized lawnmower, pulling carts of children, when witnesses alleged that he was acting erratically. Mead was reportedly unsteady on his feet and failed a field sobriety test. Police found meth, narcotics, and a syringe when they took him into custody. So, just be on the lookout.
I wouldn't be so concerned about the alcohol at that point.
No, his name is Mead. You know,
It is.
let the poor man drink. Also, guy on a riding lawnmower on meth, I think ain't moving fast enough for him.
No,
That ain't moving.
no,
fast
rapid
enough for
speed
him.
doesn't really get
No,
going.
no, it ain't moving fast enough for a normal human being at normal speed.
Read that one.
one?
That sentence.
Officials noted that Meade was not a town employee in a joint statement issued by Mayor Bill Fannin and Police Chief Jeremy Myers.
That's the most local small town government thing possible. No, the city had nothing to do with that guy driving the tractor at our city event.
He is not employed by the city.
Then who the fuck employed him at your city event?
He just pulled up with. It sounds like he just pulled
He just
up.
showed up with
Okay.
riding lawnmower.
That could be.
Santa's train. Santa's
That
tractor?
actually sounds way more plausible. Some dude
That
high
is-
as fuck.
It's awesome, actually.
Come on, kids.
We have a tree lighting ceremony here very soon. We should just do that. Just hire a meth head to just pull up. And
If only we knew anybody who did drugs.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Next! I'm going to find a thing that just makes it snow. Let it snow. Dun, 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 dun.
Nearly 250 rodents transferred to the Humane Society of Southern Arizona that were intended for adoption were instead fed to snakes and reptiles,
Why don't you go eat that outside and then come on back in?
according to
circle
the
of life.
initial finding.
Great.
According to an initial finding in a probe by the agency, the Humane Society, and the San Diego Humane Society. The two organizations, who've been embroiled in a back and forth about the fate of the animals since September, jointly addressed the outcome of the small pets in a news release Thursday afternoon.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
The saga began in August when the Humane Society received a transfer of 323 animals from its San Diego-based counterpart. Later the same day, the animals arrived in Tucson. They were transferred to some other place. About 60 of the animals were eventually returned to the Humane Society. However, activists in both San Diego and Tucson pressured both organizations to find out what became of the other 250 small animals that remained in Jones' possession.
One humane society is less humane, is what I'm gathering.
Well,
You have to
somebody's
feed
gotta
the
eat.
snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to eat, man.
Yeah.
And what do they eat?
If somebody wanted those rodents, they wouldn't be at a humane society.
It's true. I do like the idea that a large quantity of rodents were just donated.
Yeah, who had 310 rodents?
Just, where do they come from? Why are they being donated? And why are they being donated as pets?
It's probably like gerbils and stuff, right?
Could be.
Yeah, guinea pigs,
But
rabbits.
how many
guinea pigs and
snakes?
rabbits?
Yeah. Oh, I suppose. I don't think of rabbits as rodents.
What do you think of them as?
I don't know. I guess I think of them as rabbits. I actually, now that you're mentioning it, I don't really think of rabbits as being something. I don't I guess a cheetah is a cat, right? But it's not a cheetah. You know, I don't think of the same about a rabbit. That's a rabbit. Mammal, sure. Beyond that, I don't know. I'm putting it in its own little category. It is its own thing.
What's an otter or a ferret?
Oh, ferrets are fucking gross. People that have, if you have a ferret in your house right now, it's gross. Let it go. Let a snake eat it. You ever went somewhere and had somebody have a ferret?
Yeah, Bryce.
Oh God,
My friend Bryce.
he does, doesn't he?
I don't know if he still does, but he
Bryce, gross. They're just weird. Stink a little bit.
Definitely rodents.
Definitely rodents and long rodents. It's like here comes a rat. And you're like, oh no, it's a long rat. Just keeps going. Otters are cute though. Vicious little fuckers. Mean. But we were just at the zoo and it was doing the thing that the animals do when they've got their little water pool. They come over, put their foot on the glass, push off, run around, come back. It's really fun to watch like polar bears do that. They put their big ass foot on the thing and they push off and then they just kind of meander. And then the water gets a big swirl and they just kind of ride that swirl and come back and push off again. The otter was like that only on crack. It was just maybe meth, I guess. 100 miles an hour. This thing was just it would run up this rock, fly down this thing, come flopping, dive in, come in, put its foot on, poof, take off. Hours. This thing just kept doing that.
Also not employed by the town. Tastes good.
Yeah, also not. But otter and rabbit to me, not the same. Not the same. I don't consider those the same.
I would put rabbits in their own bucket too.
Yeah.
They're rabbits.
I'd put them in
Rabbits.
their own hat.
That's 2 today. That's 2 today.
You get it. You know exactly what I was getting at.
I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, next.
Brainerd's in the news.
Oh,
The United Kingdom is experiencing a dramatic outbreak, unprecedented in scale and magnitude.
no.
Of diarrheal illnesses from the intestinal parasite Cryptosporidium, aka crypto. I don't think it's related to, but I have to bring up Brainerd Diarrhea.
Oh, I thought for sure you were going to say it is the Brainerd Diarrhea.
I don't know. I don't think so. I did a Google search of Cryptosporidium and Brainerd, and the only thing that came up was apparently the lodge at Brainerd Lakes, which is in Baxter, had an outbreak recently.
Oh, of Brainerd?
Of Cryptosporidium,
gotcha.
not of the Brainerd Diarrhea.
Baxter diarrhea.
Brainerd Diarrhea, I think most recently happened in Texas like a decade ago.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So, I mean, they still don't know what causes it. It's a bacteria, but they still don't know what causes Brainerd Diarrhea. I'm the mayor of a city that has its own diarrhea.
And you are also diarrhea.
This is true. This is very much true. Yeah, so UK just getting the shots.
Yep. It's unclear what's driving the extraordinary burst in cases. The outbreak has splattered into almost every region of all 4 UK nations. That's some good writing. That's some good writing. Who wrote this? Somebody named Beth. Beth Mole.
Mole.
For ARS
You want to
Technica.
get that checked out.
Yeah.
Mole, 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 mole.
Given the scale and geographical spread of the case exceedance across regions and nations of the UK, a single local exposure is an unlikely cause.
Interesting.
So is this like an attack? A coordinated effort to give everybody diarrhea?
It's a smart attack. Now Big Pharma is going to get involved. They're going to come out with the vaccine, which is just your mom's poop.
If you take it, you'll never get diarrhea again. Until you do, then we have the cure for that.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Ugh. Scott, everything is, I mean, I get it. Everything's scat with you, but come on.
Those two things were related.
Yeah.
I had to make a connection in the 10 minutes I had to get this done.
Okay. Okay. I have the one. Do you got one more over there?
Oh, you want to talk about the dead guy?
I do. Next.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about this thing, because I sent this to you.
You did send this to me.
So I don't think there's not really a story. It's just a video.
Nope. The story is a guy who liked going to the gym dies.
Yes.
Tragic.
And he liked going to the gym so much that at his wake, they have his dead body doing an inclined bench press.
They have taken the body. It is not in a casket. It is...
it's on a bench. It's on a workout bench.
Well, and let's set the scene for you as well. They have created some kind of box, looks like out of plywood, that is the viewing area for this body. Inside the box is some flowers and some other things, but then there is a workout bench for incline bench. Right?
It's like a bad episode of Is It Cake?
Yes, it's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
These people are walking around viewing and paying their respects to a dead body that they have propped up onto a workout bench who is looking to do the bench press. So there are weights, and even the weights look like they're not real, right?
They look like cake.
They look like cake. They do look like cake. And his hands, that's the part that I can't handle.
That's bad form.
It's
bad
terrible form. You're going to drop that on your forehead.
They have just draped his hands onto the bar. So this dead body is what someone would say is prepared to do a push-up. However, in reality, you just took a dead man and propped his hands up onto a weightlifting bench press.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's really weird.
It's really weird.
Why I want to ask about it, though, right? I think this has legs. Building of dioramas with dead bodies to show what they were like in life, I think has legs.
God, I love this country.
So my question to you, what would you like to see Gabe Johnson? Gabe Johnson propped up as his dead body. What would you do with Gabe Johnson's body?
probably have him being disappointed in someone else.
Just one arm on the table.
Yeah, a little point, like, I can't believe you. I can't believe you would do such a thing.
Fair.
Why would you think that's a good idea?
You fucking moron.
Fool. You absolute fool.
I think to me, the part that got me and the reason why I wanted to show it is liking weightlifting is not really a thing to that level, to like death level, right? Of all the things that you enjoyed in life, you enjoyed weightlifting so much that's how they displayed your body. To me, that's like the first thing I thought of was like, okay, what's next? The pickup basketball game?
I would like to see a swimmer.
Yes, that's a great one. That's a great one.
Throw the corpse in a tank of water.
Just one arm up,
Prop
other
one
in the
arm
front,
up.
and just floating.
Yes, they are.
Put that, push their cheeks in a little bit with some goggles on them. I think there is so much potential here for what you could do with so many different bodies. And then hopefully you have just a tragedy and you have a bunch of bodies to make a nice full scene where everyone is doing
everyone's being trampled by elephants on a revenge tour.
Died doing what they love.
He likes weightlifting.
Come on, man. I mean,
Hey, some people like weightlifting. Some people like water skiing.
that'd be a good one.
But people have interests.
Water skiing with the old life preserver vest that like the Fonz wore when he jumps the shark, where it's just a thing around your waist.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great one. I would love to see what viewers in the comments give us your viewers and listeners. Give us what you would love to see. Not necessarily a loved one, because I don't want, we don't need to envision our loved ones.
Yeah, no. Let's see what you would like to see and who you would like to see doing it while dead.
Celebrities, great opportunity here. Can you imagine? You got Elvis. And with Elvis, you could do so many different versions. What, do you do skinny Elvis? Do you do fat Elvis?
I don't think you can turn fat Elvis into skinny Elvis.
Oh, I think you get enough duct tape. I think you can.
I suppose.
Yeah, you can pull that pretty taut. I just think there's a lot of things you can do here. And I think the part that I love the most is that it's just they've created this little box for people to walk around.
Watch it like an exhibit. Yeah.
Like it's a fucking exhibit.
Like it's a science fair.
It looks like when you go to the museum and they have the caveman used to make fire, and they have the little diorama of the caveman making fire.
Joel used to lift weights.
Loved it so much that we propped his cold dead hands on the bar the whole time. So I don't know. It's a little bit morbid, and some people may not find humor in that. We did find that a lot of people do not find humor in the whale from Free Willy dying. A lot of people don't find that as funny.
Yeah,
as
we
I
tried to tell you that in the moment.
Well, I get that people think, it's just a whale that died. The part that's hilarious
is the irony. We freed Willy.
And
from this mortal coil.
Yes. So many children, because that's what happened. So many children wrote letters to a movie studio saying, you gotta free the whale that you pretended to free. That's just not fair. And they did the right thing. They took him out of the little pool in Mexico and brought him somewhere else. But you didn't stop.
The Arctic.
You didn't stop there. You took him out of the tiny pool and you put him into something better. And then you were like, God damn it, we've got this. We are going to save this whale. And you killed it. You killed it. So because of children and their hopes and dreams
and their terrible ideas
that their whale would be rescued, the whale was killed.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
And I find that hilarious. I just do. I'm sorry that some people think that that's mean, but I think it's hilarious that And the reason why I think it's hilarious is because humans are so fucking stupid that they think that they can do shit like that, and they will spend absorbent amounts of money, absorbent amounts of money to actually try and do something that is ridiculous, only to find out that it just doesn't work. And I find that hilarious. So, nothing against the whale, but he's already dead.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Anyways, though, well, how about Scott? Let's do Scott super fast. What would you do with Scott?
Tossing the pizza dough.
That's right. I'm right there with you. Or like looking in the oven, checking the pizza. I think that's that. And when I think of you making pizza, I get you with the wood thing, lifting it up and looking underneath it. That's Scott in a nutshell.
We were in Slice the other day, and my boy's like going to the window to watch. This guy going to throw some dough. So he starts tossing the dough and then tossed it up and did a 360.
Oh.
And then the dough landed on his head.
Right on my face. Right on my face.
Intentionally, obviously, but the boys did not think so. So they just thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, well, I was throwing it for him, and the one looked at me, and he looked like he wasn't impressed. No. So I was like, all right, fine. How about this? Throw it up, do a quick turn, and then watch it just fall right on my face.
That's pretty good humor.
So maybe have him stand with pizza dough on his head.
That would be really funny. Just slowly dripping down. You're dead, not moving. We've propped you up. You've got your apron on. Little dusts of flour on there. And the dough is real dough. And it is just slowly dripping down your dead body because you loved it so much.
Mm-hmm. As is, of course, the tradition.
That's true love. And then we'll put you in a box and we'll have people walk around you to say
Let's just do it at the pizza shop. Yeah. Put them in the glass.
Oh, that's a great idea. They used to do that like in France way back. They had, so when somebody would die and they didn't know who it was, they didn't have, it wasn't identified, they would just prop these bodies up in these glass windows and then people would come by to view and identify their loved ones. So, can't find my loved one. I'm gonna go peruse the dead bodies to see if my loved
You have to find him within a couple days, though. I mean, like a month-old body is not going to look very.
No, it's not
lively.
You'll still recognize those teeth.
Yeah. But it was the smelliest of times. So yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. It'd be great. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. We got to go get our kids. Not too bad. A lot of poop, as always. A lot of poop. Next week, Gabe, you will not be here. You are currently helping the city through negotiations.
Well, I don't know how much help it is, Bob.
He's currently being disappointed in a lot of people.
So you will not be here next week. However, we have 2 guests coming back on. And I'm not going to spoil what it's all about, but it is going to be a throwback to one of the episodes we had about a year and a half ago. So that should be a ton of fun. And then again, coming back up on 1997. Are you guys prepared for 1997?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm prepared as well. So again, if you've got anything to shout our way, let us know. Movies, games, television, world events, bombings. If there's any bombings.
There's no good bombings. I scoured the internet.
We burned out all of our bombings. But send that stuff our way, and we will try and throw it into the mix. And then, we'll keep this gravy train rolling. Once again, thank you to the Boutros.
Yes.
Thank you to the Councilman Gabe Johnson.
Thank you.
And with that, we're done. Free Willy thing is great, and I know that you guys don't find as much humor in it as I do.
Well, you think it's funny because the kids were disappointed. I think it's funny because we freed Willy, but it actually killed him.
Well, that's just it. We freed him, but it's the context that makes it more funny.
It's like there's a video from years ago of a family they've rescued a baby bunny.
Yep. Happens all the time.
And they've nursed it back to health, and now they're releasing it out into their yard, and off it goes, and immediately a hawk comes down and takes it and flies away.
It's a circle of life.
It is the exact same thing, only now you've paid millions of dollars Children have written a bunch of letters. It was in every magazine, on every fucking show. The whale is so happy. Did you see the fucking
But
articles?
the bunny served a purpose in the world.
Yes.
Like all those rodents. At least somebody got a meal out of it.
Yeah.
Willy?
Yeah,
All for naught.
I'm sure it fed lots.
Hold
lots
on
and
now.
Lots of
Hold on
creatures.
now. If they did not take actual Willy and prop
And
him
prop
up,
him on something.
I know, prop
Like
him
a
up,
dead
prop
body.
him up over top of the wall with a fake kid with his hand up, touching his belly or whatever is going on, then they completely failed.
I saw yesterday was the anniversary, speaking of a dead whale, was the anniversary of the TNT exploding whale in Portland.
Also hilarious. Again, people are dumb. They try to do things, and guess what? Things don't work.
Your brain has the shell on it.